Ancient Rome was the most powerful empire on earth. Its roads stretched across continents, its armies crushed kingdoms, and its emperors ruled like gods among men. But sometimes, the greatest danger does not come from enemies outside. It comes from within. Behind these marble walls and golden temples, a monster was slowly rising. One who would turn Rome's glory into fear and power into madness.
This boy was named Gaius Julius Caesar Germanicus. From childhood, he lived among soldiers, camps, and weapons. The army adored him, calling him Caligula, Little Boots. War became normal to him. Violence became familiar, and mercy was never learned. No one imagined this smiling child would one day become Rome's darkest nightmare. When Caligula became emperor at 25, Rome celebrated. The people believed a golden age had begun. He freed prisoners, reduced taxes, and honored the memory of his family. For a moment, Caligula seemed like the perfect ruler. But history was only catching its breath, because this peace was about to end. Only months later, Caligula fell dangerously ill. Some say it was poison. Others believe it was a mental collapse. When he recovered, the man who returned to the throne was no longer human in spirit. His eyes were colder, his temper violent, and his mind unstable. Rome's emperor had changed, and fear quietly entered the empire. Caligula soon claimed he was more than a man. He ordered temples to worship him. Gods were replaced with statues bearing his face. He demanded to be addressed as divine. Those who hesitated disappeared. Rome had seen cruel rulers before, but never one who believed himself to be a living god. Even the most powerful senators trembled. Caligula enjoyed humiliating them, forcing them to run beside his chariot, mocking their authority, and threatening their lives openly. Dinner invitations became death sentences. Silence became survival. Power no longer lived in law. It lived in madness. Death became Caligula's favorite spectacle. He ordered executions to be slow, so suffering could be fully enjoyed. Prisoners were torn apart by animals, while the emperor watched and smiled. He once said, "Let them feel they are dying." Cruelty was no longer punishment. It was pleasure. In the arena, blood flowed endlessly. Gladiators fought not for honor, but for Caligula's amusement. Weak fighters were punished. Mercy was forbidden. As the crowd roared, the emperor laughed, a man intoxicated by death. Behind palace walls, Caligula's desires crossed all boundaries. Ancient writers claim he took his own sisters as lovers. Power erased shame. Authority erased morality. Nothing was forbidden, because no one dared to stop him. One sister, Drusilla, meant more to him than all others. When she died, Caligula's sanity collapsed completely. He mourned like a madman, locking himself away and emerging more dangerous than ever. Power erased shame. Authority erased morality. Nothing was forbidden, because no one dared to stop him. Caligula declared Drusilla a goddess. He ordered public worship. Sacrifices were made to a mortal woman. Rome was forced to obey, not out of faith, but fear. This was no ruler. This was obsession. Power erased shame. Authority erased morality. Nothing was forbidden, because no one dared to stop him. Caligula summoned noble women to banquets. In front of their husbands, he judged their beauty and claimed them at will. This was not desire. It was domination. Rome's elite were powerless, their dignity destroyed. The imperial palace fell into moral decay. Women were forced into prostitution. Money flowed into the treasury. Rome's symbol of power became a symbol of shame. Nothing sacred remained. While Rome suffered, Caligula spoiled his horse, Incitatus. Golden food bowls, marble stables, royal treatment. It was madness disguised as luxury. Caligula announced his horse would become a Roman consul. It was an insult, a message to the Senate. You mean nothing. Rome's leadership was reduced to a joke. Fear turned into hatred. Whispers spread among guards and officials. The emperor had gone too far. Rome could no longer survive under a mad god. In 41 AD, the moment arrived. Caligula was surrounded. Blades struck again and again. The monster fell, bleeding on palace floors. To erase his legacy, his wife and infant daughter were killed. A brutal end to a brutal reign. Rome finally exhaled. Fear faded. Silence returned. The nightmare was over. Caligula's story is a warning. Absolute power does not create gods. It reveals monsters. Rome survived him, But history never forgot his madness.